We have a lot of basil in the garden right now, and instead of making pesto like we usually do, I thought we could do tomato soup because we make a really good tomato basil soup. I love making soups in general. Not only are they so easy, but they're generally pretty hands-off. And at least with this soup, it gets blended, so you really don't have to be precise with chopping. I'm just chopping up an onion, some carrots. I'll just peel them. Every time I make this, I usually spend the most amount of time waiting for the carrots to be soft enough to blend. So I'm gonna chop them a little smaller just so that they cook a little more quickly. I'm also gonna chop up some celery. I love chopping celery. It's so fun and I love the sound. I guess I could put this in whole since it's just gonna get blended anyway, but I think I'm gonna give it a quick chop. All the chopping is done, so now the rest of the stuff is over by the stove. Gonna get these in here, some salt. I'm also gonna throw in a bunch of basil. I'm just gonna tear it in half. So I will start with this, and then as it gets wilty, I'm gonna keep adding more. Pretty much you can't add too much basil. Gonna add the garlic in now, and more basil. Okay, I've just been mostly waiting for the onions to get translucent, and they're starting to look like this. So I'm gonna add some vegetable broth. That was kind of like a concentrate, so then I just top it up with water. I brought this up to a simmer because I want it to reduce down a little bit, and I'm gonna add, you guessed it, a little more basil. All right, now I'm gonna add in a couple cans of tomato puree. One more bit of basil, just because. And then I'll let it simmer just until everything is soft enough to blend. Oh yeah, these carrots are smashable. That means we can blend now. I'm gonna use my immersion blender to blend this up nice and smooth. If you don't have an immersion blender, you can use a regular blender and just ladle a little bit into the blender at a time, but be very careful because this is super hot. As with any tomato-based thing that I make, I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar to just balance out the acidity from the tomatoes. I'm gonna give it a taste. I think it could do with a little more sugar and maybe a tiny bit of salt. Yeah, that's better. That's really good. This looks so good. I'm really excited about it. Oh yeah, let's eat.